Alright, how's it going, guys? I figure we'd give you guys a little bit of an update on what we've been working on lately. This is the 22T block that you guys have seen before. I just got it back from the machine shop. They decked the head gasket surface and did a light hone on the cylinder walls, and just also cleaned up my crankshaft. You can see it's all pretty and shiny, ready to go. These are EJ257 rods that I'm going to be using because they're the same length as 22T ones, so it's a good little cheap upgrade. I also picked up some ARP rod bolts from the guy at the machine shop. He cut me a really good deal on them, so I figure it's cheap insurance, I might as well. So right now I'm just kind of putting these together. I got these already kind of ready to go. I got the ACL bearings in there, and I just got to torque these down. And then he's gonna check all my clearances and everything, so I'm gonna bring it all back to him once everything's torqued. We do the same thing with the block, so we got to pull this thing the rest of the way apart. Put the new bearings in I got over there, and then torque it all down without the crankshaft in it, and then he can check the clearances and the bearings between the crankshaft, like, you know, while it's out of there. So that way, when I put it all together, I know for sure everything's good. Forrest is still working on the SVX. The new transmission is ready to go. We got all the stuff transferred over to it. He's working on taking the oil pan off because the drain plug in the oil pan was completely stripped out. So he's working on taking those bolts out, and then we're just going to kind of pick the engine up a little bit. And then we can also swap out the motor mounts because the motor mounts are junk. He got the ring gear and everything put on the LSD carrier, but that's for another video. That's for the SVX has its own video going, so you guys will see that soon. I just kind of want to update you guys on what is to come. Oh, and I am going to be using the stock pistons that came out of this thing, because, I mean, this is only going to make about, like maybe 300 wheel if I can even push it that far. So stock pistons are totally fine for me. This is kind of a budget thing, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, and I got one other thing I wanted to show you. So this is my new CX Racing 16G TD05. This is the exact same turbo Forrest got on his hybrid build, so basically doing the exact same setup as he has. So I got the 550cc STI side feed injectors. These are remanned from California, so I'm hoping that it'll be okay. I might get them float tested. I'm not sure yet, but I have still yet to find an ECU, so I need to get a Robtune ECU here pretty shortly. He's been kind of hard to get a hold of, so once he gets back to me, see if he can maybe retune a different ECU that I could pick up. I don't know, I'm not that worried about it though, so I'll get that worked out. Yeah, these are the heads, if you guys didn't know. The 25D heads, 25D intake manifold. I still got to get this drilled and tapped for a couple more of these barb fittings. Because since this is a non-turbo, you know, intake manifold, it doesn't have a port here for your blow-off valve reference, and also one over here for the map sensor. So I'm not sure where I'm going to put the other one, but I'm just going to have the machine shop drill and tap it and put it in somewhere nice. So that'll be good. But yeah, so that's all pretty much it for right now. So I'm going to be making a video on how to assemble the block and do all this fun stuff, put in these oil squirters. I got a ton of parts on order right now. So stay tuned, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.